As of this week, I officially have a working, successful, no crashed garage stream. It was actually a short week for me. Had a day off of the day job, and I used that to play video games, of course.
Stand by.
So close. There's gold! Yes, baby! Now, video games is not the main focus of this channel. Betty the Jeep Comanche is. Well, at least for right now. So Betty's the hot stuff, baby! In that successful garage stream that happened this week, I actually pulled the Speedwino ECU out of Betty, like we had discussed in the last video. We're switching up the ECUs, y'all. The big thing to actually switch out to a new ECU was getting the old harness relocated so that way things will work and I can swap ECUs easily. On today's episode, I have fun with some LEDs. I need that light thing. Betty's starter motor is bad. Fuel pump is good. And starter motor is But first, today's episode is not sponsored by my Discord server. That's right, my own Discord server. My Discord server is a little bit of a hodgepodge of everything. We, of course, have gaming. We call that section the deep. Everything from shooters, a little bit of sandbox, dating back to the old Rust days. Of course, MMO. There's also the content news channel. As I'm recording this, 500 is live. Wouldn't you believe that? It's freaking awesome. Earlier this morning, there's the notification from when I went live. And before that, Sniper Monkey went live. There's some good action up in here as well. It's great. But my favorite section of our Discord is actually called the Builder's Barge. I've got a section there for CAD and 3D printing. In case you're into that kind of stuff, look at this helmet update that I posted. Wow. There's also stuff of, art and music design, or maybe you're more into programming and hardware. And of course, given everything that I'm doing here on the channel around cars, there's a section for vehicle restoration and modification. Heck yeah, dude. It's a great way to interact with us in between videos, and you might even just find a chance to game with us or ask some questions about all the stuff I've been doing here on YouTube. You can go ahead and join by either checking the link in the description, or here's a QR code. The QR code. Use a QR code. Scan the QR code for an invite. I don't know. I'm really bad at self-promotion, but I thought I'd give it a try per a request from 500. Heck yeah, dude. I appreciate you. Anyways, on to the video. Just a quick reminder, y'all. Betty is very much an experiment. And because of that, her setup is horrible. The work is very subpar, and I learned a lot while doing it. Many mistakes were made. This is the voltage regulator for the alternator, and the wires for it are just kind of... What an embarrassment. I've got another wire that is zip tied to a hose here, which is definitely not advisable. That's got to be bad. Very, very bad boy. I've got a crazy all ground point here. That's just... That's a ground point, that's for sure. I'm the reason that people hate on Jeepers. Now, the barrel connectors, or the butt end connectors that I've used here, these are not the type of that you want to be using. These are bad. Like, they're just weak. I at least over wrench the out of them, so they hopefully won't, fall out, but boy, those look horrible. I'm a wild thing! Baby, wild thing. And I've got more shit over here, and this wire is not going through a proper grommet, which is bad. You want to have all your wires going through a grommet so that the metal doesn't wear it down and cause a short. So I didn't do that. What a f***ing contraption. The Betty experimentation as a whole is a bit of a hack around and find out situation. It's all about needs versus wants. I want to redo everything, but I need to get my last Jeep running. This is a great Jeep. She's a good girl. I like fucking. She's such a. She's a great girl. And I want to give her the attention she deserves, but right now ain't it, because she does technically run. So, needs versus wants. We're going to get the ECU from out right under here and into here. And this tells the speed. So we'll just mount a screen here or some shit. I need to make it easier to swap between the various ECUs that I've got going on for Betty. Oh, this is actually easier than I thought. It's like I've done this before. Using the stock location, the ECU does come out. It's just not really that easy. Big time Jeep enjoyers here, you know what I'm saying? Please don't do this to me. Be a good, there it is. If you've ever worked on the wiring of your car, everybody knows the joys of trying to dig through the wires that are underneath your dash. And of course, while modding your dash, there's going to be pieces that you can actually reuse. This is the ECU harness that we're trying to relocate to in here. But of course, in typical Jeep fashion, it's just not working. We're getting too caught up on shit, and it's only 3 fingers wide, dude. You know what I'm saying, dude? It's a little bulbous the whole way around. Sometimes reusing the bits that are already there, it's going to require you to actually pull the whole dash, of course. That's a poopy. And sometimes while you're pulling that dash, you might, drop a couple bolts into the vents. It fell in here. Son of a bitch. You f***ing whore. God damn it, Betty. You bitch. But if your plan is solid, things will work out. Yes. Now we just get it? Yes. Oh my God, yes. I am the greatest man in the world. Yes. Yes. There's those gosh dang's plans again. Anyways. Sometimes I just think that work, much like art, replicates life. While it was a short week for Work on Betty, it was a great week for Work on Betty. Especially considering that the live stream from the garage worked flawlessly. It's going to be a busy couple of weeks for me coming up. I hope I get to see you in one of those coming live streams. Or maybe that Discord thing that we talked about earlier. But hey, that's the current status of Betty. I'm going to enjoy my weekend, and let's jam-pack some new stuff in this coming week. Talk to you next Saturday.